Hello everyone. Today we'll discuss the part 25 for important notes for biochemistry so that you can easily able to answer the one-liners and the MCQs in your exam. Urea cycle basically occurs in the liver. Urea cycle occurs in both mitochondria and cytoplasm. The rate limiting enzyme of the urea cycle is the CPS1, that means the carbamyl phosphate synthetase 1. Arginine is the immediate precursor of the urea in the urea cycle. Urea is synthesized by the arginase. Aspartate is transported from the mitochondria to the cytoplasm by the citrine transporter. So this particular aspartate, so over here this is the mitochondria and this is the cytoplasm. So aspartate basically, as you can see over here, the aspartate is transported from the mitochondria to the cytoplasm by the citrine transporter. Okay, and as you can see over here, this arginine basically converts into the urea. Ornithine and citrulline. Ornithine and citrulline antipode is present in the inner mitochondrial membrane, which basically transports the citrulline from the mitochondria to the cytoplasm. Okay, and ornithine is transported into the mitochondrial matrix. N-acetyl glutamate synthase is regarded as the sixth enzyme of the urea cycle. Okay, and this N-acetyl glutamate synthase basically synthesize the N-acetyl glutamate from the glutamate and acetyl coenzyme A. Now, the N-acetyl glutamate is the allosteric activator of the CPS1. Okay, and this is actually the rate limiting enzyme of the urea cycle. So remember, the CPS1 is the rate limiting enzyme of the urea cycle. What is CPS1? It is the carbamyl phosphate synthetase 1. Okay, it is a rate limiting enzyme of the urea cycle. Now, N-acetyl glutamate synthase is activated by glutamate and arginine, and it is inhibited by the N-acetyl glutamate. 4 ATPs are used to synthesize one molecule of urea. Ornithine has a catalytic role in the urea cycle. Carbon of the urea is derived from the carbon dioxide or bicarbonate, that is the H2CO3. 2 nitrogens are derived from the aspartate and ammonia. Main clinical feature of the urea cycle disorders are the hyperammonemia, encephalopathy and respiratory alkalosis. Now, the urea cycle enzyme which is deficient in the brain is the ornithine transcarbamylase. Urea cycle enzyme deficient in the kidneys, it is the arginase. Now, end product of the urea cycle in the kidneys is the arginine. Major source of arginine, that is a semi-essential amino acid, is the kidneys. So, major source of arginine is the kidneys, because over here the end product of the urea cycle is the arginine in the kidneys. Now, the OTC, that means ornithine transcarbamylase enzyme deficiency, okay, basically causes the uric acid, OMP and the UMP increment in the body. Okay, so as because of this, because of the deficiency of the OTC name enzyme, there is increment in the uric acid, OMP and the UMP in the body. Okay, and this is the most common urea cycle disorder, and this is known as the hyperammonemia type 2. Hyperammonemia type 2 caused due deficiency or the defective in the enzyme OT. Hyperammonemia type 1 is due to deficiency of the CPS1. Okay, carbamyl phosphate synthetase name enzyme CPS1 is actually deficient in the hyperammonemia type 1 disease. Hyperammonemia type 1 and type 2 are most severe urea cycle defects, as ammonia is present in the inorganic form, which is very highly toxic. Arginine is the first line treatment of the urea cycle disorder, but it is contraindicated in the hyperargininemia. Sodium benzoate and phenyl butyrate are ammonia scavenging agent. Deficiency of enzyme argininosuccinate synthetase leads to citrullinemia type 1. Defect in citrine transporter, which actually transports the aspartate. So, defect in the citrine transporter leads to the citrullinemia type 2. Phenyl butyrate is more effective than the sodium benzoate in treating urea cycle disorders. Increased gluconeogenesis from the amino acids increases the urea formation. So today up till here, we'll discuss about the further important notes in our next video. Thank you so much.